Everyone, Ajay Manglani from TiEcon2024. Day 3, it just doesn't end. So much excitement. We just came out of a session from Jagdeep Bachher where he was panel interviewing a number of great speakers, including the professors and the practitioners. And I have with me none other than Jagdeep Bachher, who is the Chief Investment Officer of University of California, the largest public university fund. Thank you, Jagdeep, for joining us.
Ajay, thank you for having me.
Yeah. One question I always had in my mind was, when someone like you who is managing such big portfolio of investment, right? How do you make decisions between investing in, say, your usual vehicles that you would generally do and these new VC initiated or some kind of an AI focused funds? What's the balance you make there?
Ajay, the conference is on AI ubiquity. And when we think about investing today, it seems relatively obvious that AI is going to be a major disruptor and a transformative technology that will impact many industries. And I think to start with, the first question I'm asking with my team is, how does AI help increase or augment the productivity of what we do on a day-to-day basis, which is look for opportunities, invest in opportunities, evaluate opportunities. And then, of course, the University of California has 10 big hospitals. We think about how AI, artificial intelligence, will impact healthcare and what the use cases might be in that area. And so there are many things coming our way in terms of new opportunities from this new disruptive force or technology. And the way I like to sort of break it down is, if I had $10 to spend today, it feels like $5 to $6 in infrastructure are a good place to be investing, because there's a heavy need for computational resources, data infrastructure, compute time. And then I'd probably spend, a couple of dollars, $1, $2, $3 in what we call large language model, generative AI, the types of things that are the new buzzwords of this technology. And then I would spend a few dollars on applications.
Sure.
And that's how I would break down this pie of $10. Now, chances are that many of these things are not going to work out. But what seems different about AI is that it's not going to take 10 years to figure out what doesn't work out. This time around, 3 years from now, it might be a lifetime in which things that are going to break quickly, and things that are going to work are going to be adopted even quicker than cycles we've seen in previous disruptive, innovative technologies.
No, that's great. And from your overall portfolio, do you have like a percentage allocation that you want to put against this AI further down that you mentioned about?
We don't look at it as allocating specifically to AI. We look at it as all the things that we can invest in that might be benefiting from this disruptive technology called AI. We're very opportunistic in the way we look at things, but the size of our portfolio is over $150 billion, so it definitely gives us the flexibility to invest in things that are new and disruptive. But the things that take the most amount of money are infrastructure related.
Sure.
And so in that case, we can allocate more money to infrastructure, and certainly a sizable amount, and then have the opportunity to play at the margin on disruptive applications and models and things of that nature.
Absolutely. Switching a gear from the investment side, from someone like yourself who is obviously evaluating a lot of investment opportunities and seeing from the university, from the practitioner's perspective, AI impact, AI technologies, may I ask you, what are those two things, one, that keeps you up at night when you think about AI in the AI's impact in humans' life, and what gets you up in the morning from that AI's impact perspective?
Look, when things like this happen, where there's a new disruptive technology, I think it's just really important to learn. And so the thing that gets me up at night or gets me up in the morning is really curiosity. And it's the same thing at both ends of the day.
Sure.
And that curiosity is driven by not knowing what this all means, but I think if you talk to enough people, if you engage with enough people, and that's the advantage of being at a university, right? You have students, you have faculty, you have staff, you have research labs, and the ideas that are disruptive in artificial intelligence are likely going to come from 20-year-old students. And so having access to that network is very helpful. And I would add, when you have an event like TiEcon where you focus on AI ubiquity and you bring the who's who from industry together for 3 days, it's unbelievable, because you just come here, the amount of time and effort you can help save people like myself and others from the University of California and other institutions is incredible. So it's what we make of the opportunities and the curiosities and the learnings that helps make us more at ease. And hopefully as the days go by, the nights get longer and the days get shorter, and we can actually then feel more confident about where we actually deploy the capital.
Very well said. Last question. You already started answering that. TiEcon, overall, what was your experience? What message you want to give to our audience?
I've never shared this story ever before. But in the year 2000, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, those 5 years, when I was working on my PhD, I wanted access to venture capitalists. That's who I was studying in terms of their decision making. And I remember as a PhD student, I couldn't get access to come to this event because A, it was either more expensive than I can afford at the time, or B, I was intimidated because you really have the who's who of the investment community. I remember finding a way to volunteer as a mic boy 24 years ago. I haven't shared that story with you guys. The fact that I could be here today and even last year and participate, it's a big deal for me.
Sure.
Because it reminds you of where you come from. TiE and TiEcon have this reputation of being this incredible network of entrepreneurs and investors. Started out with the Indian community, but it's certainly grown to everybody. And it's got a brand recognition that is next to none. So this year, coming back for the second time now, I had the opportunity to bring 25 people from my office and 101 students from the UC. And the most gratifying thing for me at TiEcon this year is when the students that we are sponsoring from the UC come to me and say, thank you for giving us that opportunity to be here. It makes you remember that there's a time at which you're also a student. So I just encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, but just remember, some kid somewhere is going to be here today, and you will impact their life. And that's the power of TiEcon.
Wow. Thank you so much, first of all, for sharing that. Such a personal story. My heart is full of gratitude. Thank you so much, Jagdeep ji, for joining us.
I'm grateful to you and Anita and Deepak and the whole team and the board and others, how you've welcomed the University of California into your network, which is also very powerful. But I think together, if we can work together, I think we can provide great opportunities for the students of the UC. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks again, everyone. None other than Jagdeep Singh Bachher, the Chief Investment Officer of the University of California.
Thank you.
Thanks.